welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting, and today we're going to do some crafts that I had seen on YouTube years ago. So anywhere from, I think the newest is like 2 years old to the oldest I believe is 5 years old. We'll just do 2 or 3 of these old crafts. See if you guys still like them. I still like them. I thought they would be fun to try. And it's all just using stuff that you've already got in the house, most likely, if you're a crafter. So go ahead, give the video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so that you know when the next video comes out. So let's go ahead and go take a look. So first we're going to make a handmade or homemade notepad. I had all the scrap paper, and so that's what I was planning on using. But then I also had this bag of scrap paper from the Dollar Tree where you buy this whole package for $1.25 called the Scrap Pack. And it happened to have some lighter colored paper in there. And it also happened to have 2 sets that were all the same size, cut the same size, and all the same color. So I thought these would be perfect little notepads that I could make. Now you might say, well, why the hell wouldn't you just go to Dollar Tree and just buy a notepad? Well, because that's no fun. This is more fun, isn't it? Come on. And you can make this look however you wanted. If you wanted every page to be a different piece of paper, you could do that. And that would just be fun. And I like to have fun. So come on, let's do it. So once I decided which paper I was going to use, I just wanted to make sure that both sides looked okay and none of them looked craziness or anything like that. I am able to write on both sides. And then I'm going to come up or find a piece that I can use up at the top as kind of a border piece at the top of the notepad. Like you would if you bought, just a regular notepad from the store. So that's where I was trying to figure out here is which sheet did I want to use for the top of my little notepad that I'm making here. So I decided on this sheet there. And all I'm going to do is just measure it out. I ended up using the full back of the notebook and then just a small piece of the front. And I'm just going to fold that down really tight over the notepad itself. This is going to be, by the way, this is going to be a tearaway notepad. That's the purpose of this, is what we're making is a tearaway. So once I've got it folded pretty well, I'm just going to do some extra folding just to make sure those creases are very deep in that paper. This is a fairly heavy cardstock that I'm using here for the cover, and so you do want to use a heavy cardstock for the covers. And then we're just going to cut it off however we measured it. If you wanted to do a full front and back cover, or like me, I just did a full back cover and a little bit on the front side. And then we're just going to get the paper ready. So I clipped them together with those clips so that they wouldn't slide around or anything. And then I was trying to figure out, was the top better than the bottom or anything. And I ended up using this tacky glue instead of that white school glue that I had. And all I'm going to do is run a strip of glue along the top of the notepad that I'm making and just spread that glue out. And I want the whole thing to be glued down very well. And then I'm going to allow it to dry. I think it dried, I don't know, a half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to attach the cover onto that notepad that I made. So for that, I'm just going to put the glue on the middle piece that's in the center there. Put that piece, or glue, I guess I should say, put glue on that piece. And then I'm going to glue the notepad that I made in there. Just like that. And then I'm just going to put the clips back on, and I'm going to let it set again for about another half an hour or so. I don't know exactly. I don't honestly remember. But I just let it set while I did a second one as well. I did the bigger one as well. Once it's all dry, you can see that it is on there. Like it's like you bought it from the store. Very easily. Very nice. And then I'm just going to decorate it a little bit. I had this little piece of, what is it called? The little beads from Dollar Tree. And it's like a little frame out. And so I'm going to frame out the top of my little notepad there. And these are just sticky, so I just pulled it off and put it right at the top of my little notepad. This is so easy, guys. Oh my God, and it's so cute. And that's it. And so you can see it folds nicely. And I can write on it, and it's fabulous. Oh, look at how that writes so nicely on there. And this one I could actually use for my crafts and such.
and then it tears right out really easily, just like a regular notepad. So that's fun. I thought that was great. So those are some handmade notepads that you can make so easily with scraps. And then we're gonna make some coasters using some burlap and some more scrap paper. So I'm just using some cardstock and then these two different colors of burlap. One was the regular burlap color and then the other one was black. I'm using my Ray Dunn mug here. These are the biggest mugs ever in life, I believe, other than the soup mugs. So I figured if that will fit, anything will fit. So what I'm going to do is basically just kind of do a rough measurement here with my pen, and then I'm going to get my actual ruler out and make those lines straight. And you could make these, of course, any size you wanted. Whether you want them larger or smaller, you can do that. That's obviously your choice. And we're just going to cut that out. And then we're going to take the burlap and we're going to cover that piece of paper. And the Mod Podge we're going to use is going to help to keep it so that the paper is okay. So we're just going to cut off that piece of burlap to make it fit. And I'm going to use this Mod Podge, but I ended up switching to the Dishwasher, the waterproofing Mod Podge instead. But basically we're just going to pour a bunch of Mod Podge on the piece of paper or on the cardstock itself, lay the burlap on top, and then put a bunch of Mod Podge on top of that. And you want it pretty thick because you want kind of a seal on that cardstock. And that's about it. Now, I don't know, I lost part of the footage, so basically you just cut the ends off of the coaster that you made. And you get this cute little coaster. So I made a black one and I made that regular burlap colored coaster, and they're adorable. I thank you so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts today. I sure hope you could give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so that you know when the next video comes out. And please do remember to appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks so much, y'all. Y'all have a great one. So I just had to throw this in here because I looked out my backyard on Sunday and my trees were absolutely going crazy. It was so windy out there. Now, I'm in Dallas, so I'm pretty far north from all the storms that were happening down in Houston. But this was just a little bit scary. You can see my backyard is fine. There's no tree limbs or anything. Y'all see my black fence? Because y'all knew it was black, didn't you? But anyway, so everything was okay. And I wish the very best for anyone that was in those storms having the craziness that happened.